For millennia, the Ark of the Covenant has been one of the most enigmatic and revered objects in human history. The Ark was said to be a sacred container that housed the stone tablets of the Ten Commandments, written by God and delivered to Moses on Mount Sinai. In the Bible, it is described not only as a physical object, but also as a powerful symbol of God's presence on earth. The Ark's importance is underscored by the way it guided the Israelites through their desert journey, played a significant role in their military victories, and became the focal point of their worship in the Holy Temple. Yet, despite its prominence in biblical history, the Ark vanished centuries ago, and its current whereabouts remain one of the greatest mysteries of all time. Where is the Ark of the Covenant? The story of the Ark begins in the book of Exodus. Moses, following God's specific instructions, oversaw the creation of the Ark using acacia wood overlaid with gold. It was to be crowned with 2 cherubim, golden angels whose wings would stretch over the Ark, symbolizing God's glory and presence. The Ark's primary purpose was to hold the stone tablets containing the 10 Commandments, which God gave Moses on Mount Sinai. The Ark was not simply a vessel. It was the embodiment of God's covenant with the people of Israel, a promise that He would be their God and they would be His people. For the Israelites, the Ark was not just an object, it was a constant reminder of their sacred relationship with God. After the Exodus, the Ark traveled with the Israelites in the wilderness, housed within the tabernacle, a mobile sanctuary that could be packed up and moved as they wandered. It was said that the Ark led them by day as a pillar of cloud, and by night as a pillar of fire, manifesting God's leadership and guidance. It wasn't just a spiritual presence either. The Ark was said to have had tangible power. In the Battle of Jericho, for example, the Israelites carried the Ark before them as they marched around the city's walls, which then miraculously collapsed, a victory attributed to God's intervention through the Ark. As they moved into the Promised Land, the Ark continued to play a central role in the life of the Israelites, leading them into battle and providing them with strength and guidance. During the period of the Judges, the Ark found its resting place at Shiloh, where it remained for many years. But in a dramatic turn of events, the Ark was captured by the Philistines during a battle, and it was taken to their city of Ashdod. However, the Philistines quickly learned that the Ark's presence was not to be taken lightly. After bringing the Ark into their temple of Dagon, they found that their god, Dagon, had fallen before the Ark, and the city was struck with plagues. The Philistines, terrified, sent the Ark back to Israel, where it was eventually returned to its rightful place in the tabernacle. As time went on, the Ark became a symbol of Israel's faithfulness and God's guidance. Under King David, it was brought to Jerusalem with great celebration, and David made plans to build a permanent structure for the Ark, what would later become the first temple under his son, King Solomon. The Ark was placed in the innermost part of the temple, the Holy of Holies, where only the high priest was allowed to enter once a year on Yom Kippur to offer sacrifices for the people's sins. For centuries, the Ark remained in the temple, central to the worship of God in Israel. But in 586 BCE, disaster struck. The Babylonians, under King Nebuchadnezzar, laid siege to Jerusalem, destroyed the temple, and took its treasures. However, there is no mention in any of the Babylonian records or biblical accounts of the Ark being taken during this destruction. In fact, the Ark is conspicuously absent from the list of items looted by the Babylonians, which raises a significant question. If the Ark was as important as the Bible suggests, why would the Babylonians not take it? Moreover, when the Israelites were allowed to return from exile in Babylon to rebuild the temple under King Cyrus of Persia, the Ark was never returned to its original place in the new temple. By the time of the Second Temple's construction, the Ark had vanished entirely from the historical record. This raises the question, what happened to the Ark of the Covenant? There are several theories, both traditional and modern, that attempt to answer this question. One of the most well-known theories is that the Ark was hidden by the priests to protect it from the Babylonians. Jewish tradition holds that, knowing the temple was about to be destroyed, the priests took the Ark and hid it in a secret location, possibly somewhere in or around Jerusalem. Some scholars believe that the Ark may have been hidden in a chamber beneath the Temple Mount, possibly in the area where the Holy of Holies once stood. One of the most intriguing pieces of evidence for this theory comes from the work of Leon Rittmeyer, an archaeologist who has studied the Temple Mount extensively. Rittmeyer suggests that beneath the dome of the rock, a significant piece of bedrock shows signs of being cut to fit the exact dimensions of the Ark. If his theory is correct, it could indicate that the Ark was hidden there before the destruction of the First Temple. However, due to the religious and political sensitivities surrounding the Temple Mount, no excavations have been allowed to confirm this theory. Another prominent theory is that the Ark was hidden by the prophet Jeremiah. According to Jewish tradition, Jeremiah, foreseeing the fall of Jerusalem and the destruction of the Temple, took the Ark and hid it in a cave on Mount Nebo, a mountain in modern-day Jordan. This story is recorded in the book 2 Maccabees, one of the deuterocanonical books of the Bible, which states that Jeremiah sealed the cave so that no one would find the Ark. Some traditions claim that the Ark remains hidden there to this day, waiting to be revealed. However, no archaeological evidence has been found to support this claim. Beyond the more traditional theories, another fascinating possibility comes from Ethiopian Christianity. According to Ethiopian legend, the Ark was taken to Ethiopia by Menelik I, the son of King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba. The 13th century Kebra Nagast, a text central to Ethiopian Christian tradition, tells the story of how Menelik's entourage swapped a replica of the Ark with the real one, secretly bringing it to Ethiopia. The legend asserts that the Ark has been kept in the Ethiopian city of Axum ever since, and it is believed to be housed in the Church of St. Mary of Zion. Ethiopian Christians maintain that the Ark is carefully guarded by a single monk, who is the only one allowed to see it. Despite numerous claims by Ethiopian religious authorities, no one has ever been able to confirm the Ark's existence in Ethiopia, and the story remains a matter of faith rather than historical proof. In the modern era, the search for the Ark has taken on a life of its own. Throughout the 20th and 21st centuries, treasure hunters, archaeologists, and adventurers have scoured the globe in search of the lost Ark. Some of the more fringe theories suggest that the Ark was taken by the Knights Templar during the medieval period, or even that it was hidden in secret locations throughout Europe. Other bizarre theories claim that the Ark was taken to the Americas, with some suggesting that it resides in a hidden cave in North America. These theories, while captivating, are often based on little more than speculation and have not been supported by any concrete evidence. In recent decades, technology has played a role in the search for the Ark. Some modern adventurers have used ground-penetrating radar and other imaging techniques to scan potential sites for hidden chambers, including areas beneath the Temple Mount. While this technology has proven useful in uncovering other ancient artifacts, political and religious restrictions have prevented any definitive explorations beneath the dome of the rock, leaving these leads unproven. Despite the many theories, the Ark's ultimate fate remains a mystery. Whether it was hidden by the priests, taken to Ethiopia, or lost forever in the wake of Babylonian destruction, the Ark continues to captivate the imaginations of people all over the world. Its power, its history, and its symbolism continue to hold a profound place in the faith and identity of millions. The search for the Ark of the Covenant is more than just a quest for an ancient relic. It is a search for deeper meaning and connection with the divine. In many ways, the Ark represents the presence of God with His people, His law, His covenant, and His protection. Even without the Ark, the quest for God's presence and His guidance continues to inspire countless believers to seek Him with all their hearts. If you found this exploration of the Ark of the Covenant thought-provoking, be sure to subscribe to Heaven Quest for more deep dives into the mysteries of faith and history. Share your thoughts in the comments. What do you think happened to the Ark? Do you believe it is hidden in a secret chamber, awaiting discovery, or has it already been lost to time? Your insights and questions are what keep this quest for truth alive, so don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with others who are fascinated by these ancient mysteries.